That was weird. I hope I'm not running 2 live streams, but I don't think that's possible. Hello, everyone. Come back, come back. I don't know what happened. Did my other live stream cut off? I mean, all of a sudden it just went blank. I don't know what happened. It just, my screen, like, it cut out. So then I'm like, okay, I just figured, I'd pop back in and then it was gone. I'm like, what the fuck? It was weird. Nah, I didn't get struck. It would have told me. That was weird. I don't know. Maybe you can't curse as much on cell phone. I don't know. But that was strange. Because that happened in the car. But then all I had to do was just, um, all I had to do was just, hit go live again. And then it automatically went back to my other live. This one, it just, the whole thing shut down. That was weird. I hope so too. And then I was like, I hope I'm not running 2 lives. But then I'm like, nah, that wouldn't have worked. Okay, well, that live we talked about Lady Montgomery. This live we could talk about reality and nonsense. Even though I should be sleeping, I can't sleep. And by the way, there's nowhere to get maple syrup before we have to leave tomorrow. Everything is closed until like 10. So we might have to get it next time. That's all right. Dane decided he wants to come here. So we have to give a deposit, which I don't have yet. We have to give a deposit to secure it. And then I guess he's coming back. And that's going to be a fun 20-hour drive. I don't even know who to convince to come with me. But that's going to be fucking hell. And you want to hear something crazy? There are no Goodwills here. None. I've never in my life been somewhere where there's no Goodwills. Nothing. The closest Goodwill is by Phoenix, which is over an hour away. How insane is that? I'm like, these people live without thrift stores. Yeah, they have a Salvation Army, but I don't know if it's any good. I was like, I love going thrift shopping and like, new places. I just like going to thrift. I like going thrifting. Nothing here. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, there's no thrift stores. How do you not have a thrift store? But nope. I guess it's Vermont. I don't know. I thought it was crazy. I was like all looking forward to going thrifting this afternoon after the thing, and nope, no stores. I was that whacked. So, anywho, going back to reality for a second, B Tim would flip if people went after B Tim. He says crazy stuff. He says wacky shit. And what if someone did a whole expose on him? How would nonsense feel? Hey Jiggy, how would nonsense feel? I don't know. I just feel like you don't do that. You don't have to like reality, but don't go after, like, who cares about Diego? Yeah, no, there's plenty of maple syrup. I just haven't been able to get it. He just took off 3 days to pout. Oh, it absolutely has, Jiggy. Scammers everywhere. Everything is one big money grift. You see how much money she was making off for you? I'd listen for like 5 minutes. And you can like both me and Britt, and that's fine. I'm not nonsense. I'm not these people that tell you how you can't like someone because I don't like them. It's the fucking stupidest thing I ever heard. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you have to not like her. I mean, I could see you not coming in here if I'm talking about her. I get that. But going after reality to me is just going too far. You know, you can make fun of her, like her crazy rants and shit. But to actually go after her, nah, I can't stand behind that. Because that could be anybody's co host. I just think it's wrong. Hold on. Tragedy pimp. If reality has done some actual fuck shit, then it should be called out. I mean, like real life shit. But I'm still waiting for exactly. So far, it's just enabling. Exactly. If reality has done real life shit, so tragedy pimps, let me ask you this, okay? Let's call a spade a spade. When does it get called out? Because Nonsense's buddies have done real life shit. How come she's not calling Queen Bee out? Queen Bee's done some real life fucked up shit. How come she's not calling it out? Okay, but here, Pamela, so we're going back to Diego days, which was what, 2 years ago? And that's a question. Was it like 2 years ago? If she's a panel hopper and she is, oh, Dago. I don't know the guy. But if she's a panel hopper and just wants, to feel important somewhere, that doesn't make her a bad person. It just makes her a panel hopper attention whore. But it doesn't make her a bad person. I don't know why people are afraid to call QB out. I don't. I truly don't. Okay, she was his co-host. So she's a panel whore. She wants to feel important. So she finds creators that she jumps on her panel. Reality is all who she is. That's right. Her little rant, her funny ass rant. I think because it rocks the boat, just guessing. Creators will choose their battles. Right or wrong, it's how it goes. Yeah, but it shouldn't. Because again, I'm not a BJ fan. I can't fucking stand her. I think she's a scumbag, and I think she's a scammer, and I think she's a liar. And I hold nothing back about it. But reality? Come on. She didn't fucking. Yeah, but that's in that live. I mean, she did that to Dago. That has nothing to do with here. Okay. And I'm with you on that, Pam. Let's say that everything you're saying is 100% accurate. I don't know, but let's say it is. I'm gonna go with it. that everything you're saying is 100% true. So do Nonsense's friends, though. They all act like they're so wonderful and so perfect, and they've all done fuck shit behind the scenes, even if it was 2, 3 years ago. That's my issue. TP used to call out Queen Bee. I don't know what happened, but she did. She used to. And then something changed one day. I don't know what changed, but something changed. Well, I know what changed. I could tell you what changed. What changed is QB strikes everybody. QB, if you play her or replay her and she doesn't like it, like if it's not favorable, she will strike you. That's why people stopped. Unless there's something we are missing, it's definitely a cheap shot. Still waiting for the big crazy news about reality. So far, she seems like a cheerleader for people that some don't like. I amen to that. I agree. And I hate to bring it up. I really do. But if you're going to bring up reality from 3 years ago, how would she feel if someone did that to her friend, Granny's watching? Because there's a whole line of shit that you can bring up from 3 years ago on Granny. Now, would I want it done to her when she's in the middle of all these lawsuits? No. She's got enough shit going on at the moment. But I mean, if we're going to bring up shit from 3 years ago and do exposés on all the wrongs that people did 3 years ago, well, Granny should be right in line. But they won't do that. And I think that's my biggest problem. Exactly. Granny 3 years ago would be a trip. I mean, again, I wouldn't do it now because she's going through enough and I'm just not a dick like that. Hey, who knows? But, and to be fair, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Let me be fair here. It's not my issue, like, let's bring up stuff from 3 years ago. That's not my issue. My issue is I don't get how these people can stick up for one and then go after someone else. I think that's my biggest problem. And it's not one person in particular. It's not like, oh, let's go after this one or let's go after that one. But the hypocrisy of going after reality when your own friends have done worse fuck shit to people, but that you don't call out. That's my problem. If Nonsense wasn't going after reality, I wouldn't even brought it up. But the fact that she's so desperate to feel important, telling everybody they should go touch grass, bitch, you go touch grass. Your own husband is like, can you shut the fuck up about Britney? Oh, speaking of, you know what I heard? This fucking psychotic bitch talks to her therapist about Britney. You don't think that's a problem, Nonsense? Why in the fuck are you talking to a therapist about Britney? That's some whack shit. And that came from Nunya. Nunya did a rant, a really good one recently. If you haven't heard it, it might be the last rant she did. Oh, it was so good. And that's what she said. that Nonsense talks to her therapist about Brittany. But Brittany needs to go touch grass? No Nonsense. You need to go touch grass. The day I ever speak to a therapist about YouTube is the day I fucking shoot myself. That was like the craziest shit I ever heard. Who the fuck does that? And you're gonna judge anybody? Yeah, I don't think so. You lost all judging privileges when you go to a therapist to fucking oh, she let that slip? Dude, that's whacked. That's a whole nother level of fucking psycho. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with seeing a therapist. Hey, if you need a therapist, great. Go see a therapist. But to talk to a therapist about Britney? Yeah, that's when I fucking end my life. That's when I'm like, see you, world. My life is over. I'm talking to a therapist about a fucking YouTuber. Okay. But everyone else has the problem nonsense. Alrighty. Sounds like Nonsense has some issues. But did you guys hear Nunya's live? It was great. I'll give credit where credit is due. It was fucking great. I was like, had a smile on the whole time. That's how I was listening to her live, Dubs. I was cracking the fuck up. I was like, this bitch is crazy. All right, so that's another thing. That's why I even listen to Nonsense in the first place. This whole Cromwell Real stuff. So, so I heard the proof that Cromwell Reels is allegedly this mini. Okay. I heard the proof they gave. What they didn't do is prove to me that it was definitively Cromwell Reels. And what if, here's my other thing. What if Cromwell Reels did reach out to Brittany? Why does anybody care? I'm just curious. Why does anyone give a shit? So she reached out to Brittany. She's not answerable to anyone. She's not giving anyone money. I've seen her give Clue money. But she doesn't owe anybody a reason why she was talking to Brittany. Like, this is the wacky part of this community I can't handle. Like, I can see, all right, let's go to the attention whore. I can see Melissa a little differently than Cromwell Reels. Cromwell Reels didn't pay $30,000 or $25,000 for attention. She's a clip channel. If she sees some fuck shit that went on or is worried about fuck shit or whatever way you want to put it, and she reached out to Brittany, who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? Why is that anyone's business? Let her reach out to Brittany. If she wants to make peace with Brittany, that's on her. Who the fuck are any of these people to worry about it? Terry Lynn is involved too. Kravitz showed up when TL kind of. See, I never followed any of them. I don't know Terry Lynn. I don't know Kramit other than I thought it was a guy, but made a couple songs. I don't know. But I just don't see why anyone cares if she wanted to reach out to Brittany. She doesn't owe anybody anything. That's the other thing. People in this community seem to think that everybody owes them. Nonsense. Nobody owes you an explanation. You're fucking nobody. You're a fucking ugly bitch who sees a therapist talking about Brittany. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone owes you jack shit. Yeah, Cromwell Reels was the one downloading and restreaming Britney's lives for QB. And I know that I'm not earning fans talking like this, but it's how I feel. I'm sorry, it's just how I feel. And I'm going to say how I feel. It is said that CR caused a lot of shit between. See, I don't believe that. I like I said on your thing, tragedy, I just don't believe it. I don't think she caused shit at all. I think they're using her as a scapegoat. Now, I don't know about Kramit. I don't know about Jay, but I can tell you that I'm standing by my gut feeling and that they got Krama Reels wrong. Now, could she be Minnie? It could be. Could she be that girl that got mad on a phone call? It could be. I'm not saying it's not. But I think people are just mad if someone makes up with Britney. And goes back to my feeling, now I understand why people run to Britney. Yeah, I will definitely listen to it. Who sounds needy? In the grand scheme of thighs, this happened a few months ago and up until recently. What happened? The things you're gonna send me? She goes by Minnie, but her name is Sally, but I don't think she's a bad person. I think she decided to make some Jiggy, I'm with you on that. The tide is swinging back to BJ. I agree, but I understand why. I really understand why. Yeah, I'll definitely listen to it since I obviously can't sleep. Who cares? I got to be up in 5.5 hours. Yeah, send me everything you got, tragedy, because the only thing that I've heard is stuff that allegedly happened years ago or a long time ago, or the stuff in Jay's Discord. I am Jiggy. I've had a rough couple months. And I can't stand this community. They just fucking. Now is a good time to do true crime, though, because nobody else is. See, I don't watch Trisha, so I don't know anything about Trisha. Tonight was literally the first time I ever listened to Elevated Truth for more than like 5 minutes. And I don't like, not that I don't like Trisha, but I just don't like enjoy listening to her. I don't think her commentary on BJ is interesting. Not real on Nancy Guthrie? No, not really. I mean, it's kind of hard to avoid because everyone and their mother is covering it, but that's why I hate when everyone and the mother covers the case. I tune out. As soon as I see that every fucking tragedy pimp in this community jumps on it, I jump out. By the way, the au pair couple, he's in jail. He got sentenced guilty on all charges. There's my follow up. This whole community is one big true crime. I'll tell you that much. Oh, speaking of, this is funny. Um, if I had a decent YouTube channel, I would have told her. But we were in the class today, and one of Dayton's classes is going to be I'm sorry, forensic accounting or computer forensic accounting. And the teacher was like talking about it today. And he was like, "Does anyone know what computer forensics is?" So both kids were like, "No." And Dayton looks at me. I said, "I know what it is." He's like, "What is it?" I said, "Well, it's like, the police when they need to look something up, and you think that you wiped your computer and then they go to your computer and they look it up and they can, go back even if you erase it." He's like, "Very good. That's exactly what it is." And then, so the other mother that was cybersecurity kid, the other mother goes, "Yeah, like that case in Jersey that happened near me." And I forgot what case it was, but I laughed. I'm like, "Oh, you're into true crime?" She's like, "Of course." So I would have told her my channel, but no, it's all drama. But I just thought it was funny. I was like, "Yeah, I know what computer forensics is." Little John's son was found dead in a pond. Who's Little John? Now your car has like a black box and can tell all your calls, where you've been, how many. Well, only if you use it. But he said, what he told me, that police can go back like 40 levels. He said, when you think they can't find it, they can. He said, and the FBI can go even further. Yeah, I agree, Dubs. My 2008, yeah, they can't. I just thought it was interesting, though. From the window to the wall? Yeah, I don't know who that is. I told Dayton, I said, for computer forensics might be interesting the way he explained it, but it's kind of boring, really. It's like, it's not something I would want to know. It sounds like a boring job. Yeah. He said they go back. They can go heavily back. Like he said 40 levels. He's like, "You think you erase it? You didn't erase it." But he made, and even told him, I said, "You make this sound interesting for a very boring job." I don't know. I think it would be boring. The thing with true crime, Jiggy, to do it right, you need time. I just haven't had time. And the windows to the walls, all your bitches fall. LOL, love that movie. Yeah, I went to bootleg that movie. It's not out yet. Nobody bootlegged it yet. So I'll probably watch it on the plane if it's done. Rock Save. I like that name, Rock Save. Oh, Rock Gem. You know what's big here? Rock hounding. They said there's like tons of marble. There's like quarries of marble. It's one of the things they're known for here. I didn't know that. Sage is good. I was telling her about the assholes. She's like, "Why do they always talk about me? I'm not even on YouTube." I said, "Who the fuck knows?" It's like, 'cause they're assholes. Yeah, look it up. It's one of the things that Vermont is known for is their rock hounding and their marble quarries. I was like, shit, Vermont's sounding better and better to move. Sage is like, "Let's move." I said, "All right, let's do it." Dayton's like, "Can I finish high school?" I said, "Fuck it." But I looked up Rents, it's fucking expensive. Around here, they're super expensive. Thank you, Jiggy. Oh, is she really Irish? That's cool. Yeah, Ben and Jerry started here too. I didn't know that. Me and Dayton, I was reading Dayton a whole list of everything Vermont is famous for. It's actually a nice state to live in. Crime is super low. It's beautiful. I could see living here. I have a lot too. When Sage got really religious, she gave me all the crystals. I was like, "Why are you giving away your crystals?" She's like, "Because they don't go with Christianity." I said, "Oh my god, is it okay, freak?" We need Laura back in the Eastern time. I know, right, Dubs? I'm telling you, I'm thinking about it. I'm not lying. If I can get Sage to move, I'm out. Because I got Phoenix an hour away. Well, 3 hours away. Nah, he's like 2 hours. So I got Phoenix 2 hours. Dayton would be here. If I can get Sage to move, shit, I'd move. Become a Vermont chick. Honestly, it's going to be hard being away from them. I don't want to be so far. What if my kids need me? Dane's my baby. I grew up with snow. I can live with it. But Dane's my baby. I didn't want him going away far. People don't understand. Like, me and Dayton are tight. He's my baby boy. He's $1 million kid that was never supposed to be. I don't know if I'm moving. If I can convince Sage to move with me, I'd move. I just hate being so far. Dayton's gonna be really far. And it's his first year of college, and I don't know. I'm being mama bear. I'm not moving yet. But maybe it's time for a change. Not like I have anything going on in Alabama. I'm fucking unemployed. She would go, she was wanting to move anywhere, which I don't really understand. But she does. She wants to move. No, I don't like Georgia. She's like, let's move to Colorado. Oh, hell no. She's edging to move too, though, once she finishes school. Her boyfriend's dad flips houses. I was like, oh, I want to flip houses. Yeah, no, I was never a Georgia fan. I don't like Georgia at all. No, he actually got a job in Huntsville. Not Huntsville, like outside of Huntsville. Wow. I'm telling you, he's really good to her, though. Buys her flowers all the time. Opens the door for her. He's a really good guy. Nice Southern boy. Good family. But we'll see what happens. She did find a good one. So, so far, it's only been a month. But he's a nice Christian boy. He respects her wish to no sex before marriage, no living together before marriage. But she seems really happy. I mean, I haven't seen her this happy in a long time. Like she's a great person to be around when she's around him. She wasn't like that with Justin. Justin was a fucking douchebag. And you want to know how sweet my son is? This is why I love Dayton. Justin had reached out to Dayton and was like, why did your sister have me blocked and all this other shit? So Dayton was like, I don't know why you're reaching out to me, bro. So he's like, you disrespected my mom. And all my mom did was try to help you. And I can't fuck with someone who disrespects my mom. I was like, I fucking love you, Dayton. He's like, well, it's true. He's like, you can't disrespect my mom and expect me to talk to you. I was like, you're like the best. I was like, I swear to God, I have the best 18-year-old kid ever. He's like, well, it's just not right. You just don't do that. You're my mom. So I thought that was so sweet. Yeah, Phoenix wouldn't be like that. But that's one thing I got to say about Brad. Brad always taught him right when it comes to that. He's like, don't worry about how I talk to your mom. You just don't ever disrespect your mom. And Brad taught him no matter what. Nobody disrespects your mom. That's your mom. She gave birth to you. And Dayton has stuck that. He does love his mama. Hey, criminal. I just thought it was so cute the way he said it. I was like, that's right. Nobody disrespects your mama. But he does. It's just me and him, you know? I'm all he's got. I should probably try to go to bed. Hit the thumbs up. Tomorrow's going to be a long ass fucking day. Drive 3 hours to Albany. No, I don't. Well, that's not true. I did speak to this girl, Christy. I speak to a few people. More guilters. Nah, nothing's changed. Same old, same old. TPE, did you send me that stuff? Hopefully you did. So I have someone to listen to fall asleep. Because I got to get to bed. Oh, they won't get out. You can't get into my Facebook. Why not? Yeah. I can't get into it. Yeah, this charger sucks. I'm still only at like 26%. Yeah, tomorrow's a long day. But I'll be home tomorrow night. No, I've been away, Criminal Med. I haven't done it yet because I've been away. I'm in Vermont with Dayton. But since I'm unemployed, uh, I got to get shit moving. I got to get my head out of my ass and get business moving. I also have some festivals coming up. So, uh, uh, I am going to bed. TPE, send me that stuff. Criminal Med Sunday night. Oh, it's freezing. I think tonight is like -10 or something. It's cold. It's pretty though, but it's cold. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow night when I get home and see my puppies. And that's oh, they have a mascot here. The school has 2 golden retrievers. They call them therapy dogs, but they were so cute. Oh, all right. I'm going to stop yawning and go to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. And nonsense, leave fucking reality alone. She doesn't bother anyone. And I kind of like, she makes me laugh. But leave subs alone. All right. I will see you guys later. Do I know you? I don't know. You came in my live. Do you know me? Do I know you? Fast forward to 40 minutes on the 7-hour stream. That's a good start. Of who? Whose 7-hour stream? Which 7-hour stream? They all do 7-hour streams. Yeah, every one of them do 7-hour streams. So I don't know which one. Come on, I can't hang up till you tell me who. For some reason, only some of my comments are going through. Yeah, narrow it down for us. Who's 7-hour stream? I agree. That's because of AdSense. I'm going to start doing 7, 8-hour streams. I'm going to make it my full-time job. I don't even know what the fuck I would talk about for 7, 8 hours a day. Leave any comments on there right when you're done. That's so annoying. Type like, yeah, I have not seen it. All right, either leave it in the comments or can you Facebook message me? Or you can't even get Messenger. All right. Hit me up in the comments. Ah. That's why they replay. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna start doing it. Oh, you can't even get Messenger? All right. I don't know why it won't work though. Maybe it's a word maybe I have it blocked. I don't know. That's weird. All right. So leave it in the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, bean sprouts.